Yes, class, good morning. Today topic your maxima and minima. This is a very interesting and important topic because in this topic board asking 6 marks question in board exam. Then you study very carefully, solve each and every questions in this topic. Simple meaning of the maxima and minima in a function means this point, any function in which point is having the maximum value, this is the maximum, and any function in which point is the lowest value, this point is called the minima point, and value of on this point is called the minimum value. Here's maxima, minima, local maxima, local minima, absolute maxima or absolute minima. We will discuss in these points. First, our simple meaning of the maxima and minima. What is the maxima? Suppose this is your curve. This is the limit of open interval AB. This is the open interval AB, and this in this point function having the maximum value. In this point, so means which point of this, then you will draw this point. Suppose name of this point is C. So value of the FC. So in this point, function having the maximum value. In this point, function having the maximum value means point C. Name of this point is C point. Our value of the function FC. Value of the point, this point is FC point. Means value of the, in this point, function at the value is FC value. So then this is the maxima point. This is the maximum value of the function. Opposite of this. Suppose function in this shape. X-axis, this is the y-axis. This is the FC, means this is the C point, and this is the open interval AB, this is the open interval B. A and B is the open interval. Same here, A and B is open interval. This is the open interval, means function here belong this point, this from this point, and this from this point. A and B. And this point is called the minima point because in this point function having the minimum value of FC. So this is the minima point, this is the minimum value of this function. Means suppose you are starting in this point, a function starting in this point, this value of the function increasing. Or this is the highest increasing in this point C. Highest increasing the value of the function in this point C. After that, value will be also decreased. It means highest point of this, highest value of this in this point. So name of this point is maxima point, and value of this in this point is maximum value. Same thing here. Suppose function starting in this point, the value will be decrease, and in this point the lowest decreased, decreasing, and in this point is the highest decreasing this point, and then again increasing here. That means highest decreasing in this point means minimum point of this. Our value of in this point is the FC. This is the minimum value of this in this point. This is a simple meaning of the maxima and minima. Second thing, sir, local maxima and minima. Same thing here, local maxima and local minima. Then we will study here next point here, note down it. Yes, students, we will discuss here local maxima and local minima. First, local maxima means a function can have more than one maximum and more than one minimum. Now look here, suppose I am taking the function y equal to sin x. This is the graph of the y equal to sin x. Means this function y equal to sin x, this is the maximum value, this value is the maximum, this is the c1, this is the c2, is the minimum value, again your maximum value your c3, again your minimum value your c4. Now a function can have more than one maximum and one more than minimum value. Then when you take the maximum value in a small interval, in a small part of the curve, means a small interval maximum value in a curve, on a curve, then this is called the local maximum. Same things here. When you take the minimum value in a small part of the curve, otherwise you can say a small interval of the curve, then you can say the local minima. When you take the lower side, then local minima, then you take the upside is the local maximum. Means all peaks point is called the maxima, or all valley point is called the minima. These are the valley point, this is the minima, this is the peaks point, this is called the maxima. So maxima or local maxima is same things. Local maxima, when you take the small interval, in a small interval, then you taking the local maxima. Now suppose I am taking in this small interval, suppose a small interval, this is A and B, open interval AB, this value of the FC1, same things here, this is value of FC2 in this point. So what value of the, or this is the interval, what interval of the C in this interval? The name of this interval here C minus H, or name of this interval here C plus H, in this C plus H, this is A and B. Same things here C minus H, or these are C plus H. The value of the function f c1 is greater than, always is fx for every x belong C minus H and C plus H. Similar to fc2 is greater than fx for every x belong C minus H and C plus H. Means in this point, same things here, this is the maximum point, this is the minimum point. Means we are taking the in small interval. These are many any other, here extent means many maxima or many here minima. So means suppose we are taking in this point maxima, also here maxima, also here maxima, and more than maxima. Similarly here minima and more than minima here. So then you can find the local maxima. Local maxima means in a small interval. In a small interval, this is interval is C minus H and C plus H. This is the point C. This is the point C. C1 minus H and C1 plus H. C1 minus H and C1 plus H. This is the C1 point, very nearest of the left side, C1 minus H. Very nearest of the left side, C1 minus H, or very nearest of the right side, C1 plus H. Same thing here, very nearest of the C2, very nearest of the C2 plus H. This is the point C2, nearest of the C2, left side, or nearest of the right side of C2. The right side of C2 plus H and left side is C2 minus H. Same things here, left side is C1 minus H and right side is C1 plus H. So this is the smallest to smallest interval having the maximum value and having the minimum value. It means here maximum minimum value or maximum lowest value of the minimum value of this. But this is called the local maxima, this is called the local minima. Local maxima, local minima means small intervals, a small part of the curve. You are taking the maximum value, the local maxima, you are taking the minimum value of, then is called the local minimum. Second things here, absolute maxima or absolute minima. Suppose you are taking 10 maxima or 10 minima. So those is the highest value of the maxima. This is called the absolute maxima. Suppose you are taking you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6 maxima value, or 5, 6 is the minima value. So which value is the maximum? All maxima. Which value all the maximum? All maxima. This is called the absolute maxima. And which value is the minimum in all minima? This is called the absolute minimum. So first of all, local maxima, local minima is not different. Local maxima, local minima, maxima minima is same things. But absolute maxima, absolute minima is different from local maxima and local minima. Local maxima, like small, you will find a small interval, but absolute maxima you will find the which value of the maximum in all maxima, then you select the absolute maxima, and you will select the absolute minimum is all minimum values. Then you note down it, and next topic. Yes, students, next point here, first derivative test. Means when function is given, how to solve the questions. Here two methods, first derivative test and second derivative test. First we will discuss here first derivative test. Working rules of first derivative test. How to implement of the first derivative test. First, suppose function you have given y equal to any function here, then you will be differentiate of this, means you will find the differentiate of this with respect of the x. So then first step, any function you have given, you differentiate of this. Second point, you will put always the differentiation value equal to 0, means every point, why putting the equal to 0 here, means suppose any function here, the highest value or lowest value, the slope of the tangent in the highest point and lowest point is 0, means slope of the tangent here, this is the parallel to the x-axis, this slope is the parallel to the x-axis, also this is the parallel to the x-axis, it means slope will be 0 in highest point and lowest point. Then you will put here, putting this 0. Slope of the differentiation means slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent, this is called the slope of the tangent. What value of slope of tangent equal to 0? Because value in highest point and lowest point always is 0. So then second rule here, put f dash equal to 0. Why you putting here 0? Because then you will find the value of x. Means suppose your equation from your linear equation one value, quadratic equation here means two value of x, here cubic equation, then you find the value of x 3. That means you will find the value of the x c1, c2 and c3 dash dash. This is depend on the equation of the f dash x. Here linear equation to only one value, quadratic equation then you find the two values, and suppose here cubic equation then you find the three values, and so on. So then you will find the value of x, c1, c2, c3. This is not fixed. C1, C2, C3 means 1, 2, 3, any value here we can find. Name of this value, you are finding in the value of C1, C2, C3, name of this value is the esteem points of the x. Name of this value of the C1, C2, C3 are esteem points of the x. After that, allocate the points on the number line. Suppose you are finding the C1, C2, C3 in allocate on number line. Suppose you are C1, suppose you are C2, suppose you are C3. How many will you find in there? Then you allocate in the number line. Suppose you find only one value. Suppose you find only one value, then C1. Suppose you find two value to C1, C2. Suppose you find here one value, then you only put C1. Suppose you find here two value, then you write the C1, C2. Suppose you find here three value, then you write C1, C2, C3. Means you allocate these value in on number line. C1, C2, C3. Next step, check the sign of f dash x. After that, what value of the f dash x here? After that, you will be find the value of the f dash x. After that, in fourth point, sorry, check the sign of the f dash x. How to check this f dash x sign here? You are allocate in this value on number line here. C1, suppose C2, suppose C3. So what is the left value of this? What is, suppose here C1, what left value of this you put here, find the value of this sign here. You will putting the left value of this here, the C1, what left sign. You will be putting the right value of the C1, then you find a sign of the right side. Same things here, same things here. That means when you putting the, suppose here C1, left value putting, then suppose you are putting plus sign, and then you are putting the negative sign. Suppose in case putting a left value in there in f dash x, you will get the what value, what sign of this. Suppose again putting here this, then sign. It means you will find in three conditions here. Suppose plus C1, here negative, here positive. Suppose here you find here C1 plus and plus. Here three categories come here. First category, second category, and third category. Suppose you are putting the value of C1, left value here, then you find positive, otherwise negative. Suppose you are putting the right side value here, then you find the value positive, otherwise negative. So it means when you find the positive to negative, it means which sign is changing the positive to negative. It means C1 point, this point, C1 point is called C1 point of local maxima. When values convert positive to negative, then you can say C1 is local maxima point. This is called the local maxima. Why is called the local maxima? Now look here. C1 point. This is a C1 point. Suppose this is a positive sign. Suppose you are finding the any point here tangent. This is always coming the positive in this point. Every value of the every tangent from this point to C1 point, this will be positive, means this is a positive sign. This all value of the tangent into 0 to C1, this will be positive. After that you come in the negative. Slope of this tangent, this will be negative. Slope of this tangent C1 to in this point, also in this point, this is the C3, C2. The value of the tangent of from C1 to in this point, this is the negative value. That means positive to negative. That means point is C1 is the maxima point. When value convert positive to negative, then C1 is called the maxima point. And then you find the value of this in C1. In this point, this is called the maximum value. This is the maximum value, FC1. Don't write here F dash. This is the FC1. Here not F dash, here FC1. This is called the, in this point is the maximum value. Because positive to negative convert, this point is called the maxima point, or this value is called the maximum value. Second thing, suppose in case negative to positive convert, suppose in this case maybe this condition is not follow, this condition is follow, what result you will get? Suppose you find the slope of in this point, this will be always the negative. So suppose you find the slope of from this point to this point C2, this slope of the tangent will be the negative. That means negative. Again you will find the slope of this point to this point, this is slope also in the positive. Means slope of negative to positive. This is the F dash. This is the sign of the F dash x. F dash C1. This is the F dash C1. This is the F dash C1. That means in this point negative, this sign is negative and this sign also is a positive. So then negative to positive, that means C2 is the minima point, or value of in this point is called the FC2 is minimum value. this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value, because negative to positive means slope of this side is negative, slope of this side is positive from here to here. This is the positive. So when this negative to, if sign of f dash x negative to positive, then you can say C1 is minima point. C1 is the minima point in this condition. In this condition, C1 is the minima point, and value of the FC1, value of the FC1 is minimum value. Here value of the FC1, here maximum value, here minimum or maximum point or maximum value, here minima point or minimum value. When sign of f dash c is not changed, if sign of f dash c1 plus to plus, any positive to positive, otherwise negative to negative. Suppose sign of f dash c1 is not changed. If sign of f dash c1 is not changed, means if left side is positive and right side is positive also, left side is negative, right side is negative also, the means C1 is not maxima, C1 is not minima, means C1 is inflection. This point is the inflection point. Inflection point is not having the maximum and minimum value. The name of this point is inflection point. Inflection. Then point C1. Condition in inflection point condition here means sign is not changed. Left sign or right sign is not changed. Positive to positive, negative to negative means sign is not changed. Then you can say if point C1 is not maxima, not minima, this point is inflection point. In this point value is not maximum or not minimum. Here three categories. This is the working rule of the first derivative test. So how to find the maximum value or minimum value, maxima point and minima point. This is the only first order derivative test working rules. So listen it very carefully and look this video in time many times and understand these things. What is this value of maxima and minima and inflection points in first derivative test. Then after we start the second derivative test. Yes students, how to find the local maxima and local minima with help of the second derivative test. This is the working rule of the second derivative test. First point or second point is the same, first derivative test and second derivative test. The same things here. Means first you find the differentiate of, suppose any function you are given y equal f dash x, fx. Then you find the f dash x, first point same. Second point you put the f dash x equal to 0 because every maxima or minima point slope is 0. Maxima point and minima point, every function every slope is 0. Then you are putting here 0. This is the same thing. First derivative test. First and second is the same. But and then you find the extreme point here x. You are finding the extreme point C1, C2 and C3 here. This is the extreme point of C1, C2 and C3. After that, you will find in third point you will find here f double dash x. How to find means using the f dash means first derivative test f dash x. Again differentiate. You will be differentiate f dash x again. Then you find the second order of the derivative. When you differentiate first order derivative, then you find the second order of derivative. Means you will differentiate again this part. Then you find the second order derivative. After that, you will put in the extreme points here C1, C2, C3 in second derivative test. Means in first derivative you are allocate in the number line in this point, but you are not allocate in the number line. Here will be putting this value here x equal to C1 in f double dash C1. F double dash C1. You will be put here You will be put here x equal to c1 f double dash in this value, second order derivative. Suppose your result term is less than 0. Suppose your result term is the less than 0. After putting c1 in c1 putting value here, then you get the result less than 0 of this function. This second derivative you get the value of less than 0. The means c1 is called the point of maximum point. Then this point is called the maxima point, and fc1 is called the maxima value. fc1 and fc1 is called maximum value. This point is called the maxima point, and value of the fc1 means fc1 putting the value here. When you putting the value here, then you will get the maximum value. In this point you putting here, then you find the maximum value. Suppose second case, if you are putting here x equal to c1, then f double dash c1 is greater than 0. Suppose you are putting second case here, fc1 you are putting here f double dash, then you are getting greater than 0. The means c1 is minima point. Suppose f dash is greater than 0, the c2 is called the minima, and c2 means c1 is called the minima point, and fc1 is called minimum value. In case if x equal to c1 are putting you, and you are getting the f double dash c1 is equal to 0. In case this possibility is not possible, then suppose c1 you are putting here f double dash c1 here, a result coming equal to 0, then you will be go in first derivative test. Then you will go to f dash equal to 0, then you will go to first derivative test. Means your solution will be not found. If not found in the second derivative test, then you will be go to first derivative test and apply first derivative test in three condition. Which three condition here? Sign positive to negative, negative to positive, or sign is not changed. Suppose positive to negative, then is maxima point, negative to positive, then minima point, and then sign is not changed, this point is inflection. So then you will suppose in second order derivative test coming in this condition, then you will not answer in second derivative test. You will be go again first derivative test and find out the answer with help of first derivative test. Means again apply whole condition of the first derivative test, then you will find the result of local maxima, local minima value. Otherwise you will find the inflection point, means in this point is not value of the maximum and minimum. This thing you are very important for finding maxima and minima. And suppose you have the many value of the maximum and many value of the minimum. Suppose point come here c1, c2, c3. Suppose c1, c2 and c3 point here come, and these value are is called the minimum value. Then you can, which is the smallest value, then you the absolute maxima. Suppose the point c1, c2, c3 and any other closed interval using here, any other closed interval also using here. You suppose any closed interval here 1 to 5, yeah, suppose 2 to 6, any closed interval using here, then you can find the absolute maxima or absolute minima in these values. To which value is the maximum c1, c2, c3, also this closed interval, c1, c2, c3, also this in closed interval. So which value is the in this interval or also this is maximum, then is called the absolute maxima. Suppose all values coming the minimum, then you call the absolute minima. The absolute minima or absolute maxima is you will check to which value is the maximum, this is the absolute maximum, or in all values which value is the minimum, then you find the absolute minimum. Absolute maxima, absolute minima is not different value. You will find the all values maximum, and in which value all is maximum, and in which value all in minimum. Then it's called the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. So this is not different. Very simple things. Then start the exercise.